Hey everyone, Dogmatic71 here, and welcome to Dogmatic DIY. Today, I'm going to make a decorative, I guess whatever you call it, cutting board, breadboard, or whatever. I got an old piece that was from my old desk. I'm gonna sand it down. I'm gonna cut it to the shape, and then I'm gonna make it kind of like a Mother's Day kind of hanging decorative board. You're not gonna eat off or anything because it won't be a food grade. Um, we're just gonna put some print lettering. This will be off your normal inkjet printer, and then we're gonna kind of take it off the paper and kind of, I don't know what you would call it, superimpose it or put it onto the wood. That's why you can see it backwards, but we'll explain a little bit more of that. So let's get started. Okay, I'll give you an update. As you can see, I sanded a good portion of that stain off. There's still a little bit on there, but I think most of it will be able, at least the paint will stick to this. You know, I'll probably sand a little bit more, but I do want to round off the edges here. I want to curve the corners, and then I got to do the handle. So I could probably do that now before I finish sanding everything. So I'm going to trace out things for the curves and the handle, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just put the first coat of black. It kind of doesn't look black. I think it's because of the glare. It'll dry darker. And then after that, I'm going to probably blow dry it so it dries quicker. After that, then I'm going to spray paint. Well, it's not spray paint it. Put a layer of hairspray on it. So once I put the layer of hairspray on it, we let that dry. Then I'll put the white chalk paint over top, and then we blow dry that. Okay, so let me get the blow dryer. I'll blow dry this, and then I'll see if my wife still has any hairspray. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so I used the hair dryer, and I blow dried a little. There's a little dip there though from a knot, so it's hard to see. Right there it is. So the transfer on that little spot will be a little off, but it'll probably make it look a little, hopefully I'll make sure it's not on where the little letters are at, so make sure to read it. So now that I've blown dried it, it looks wet, but it's not. See? So now I did find some hairspray, luckily, because my wife doesn't use a lot of hairspray much, so I do have some. So I'm going to just coat it with hairspray and let it dry. So just kind of, so you see that it's wet, right? Okay, see how you can see that it's all wet now? So now I'll blow dry that. Whew. If you know the smell of hairspray, it's quite strong. So let me blow dry the hairspray, and then we'll come back. The hairspray is all dry. Now I'm going to put a coat of white on, and then we'll let that dry, and then we'll come back. I want you to see this so you can see what I'm talking about. I just put the white on, but when you're putting it on, it'll smear a little bit because of the hairspray. But watch when I dry it. Sorry for the loudness, but see how I'm getting the cracks there? They literally form when I dry See that? It's right out of nothing. As soon as I dry it, the cracks form. It's actually pretty cool. So I didn't want it too loud, too long, but as you can see the cracks forming. Just me drying that paint because of the hairspray underneath it. So it's gonna, like, you can see it now, starting to crack all over, and I haven't even dried the whole thing yet. So I'm gonna finish it and finish the cracking, and we'll come back. So I kind of finished. You can see, and it's kind of weird, funky that it's inconsistent, right? So you see how the big cracks here, but then you just got little tiny little cracks here. And you got like big huge cracks here. And little cracks here. And back to big crack here. So if you look at it, it looks pretty cool, so it's uneven wear, right? Or uneven aging, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to, because I've been using the hair dryer on it, but I'm just going to let it sit a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to kind of sand the edges so the black comes through a little bit. So that shows the wear along the edges too. And then we'll start putting the design on it. Okay, we'll come back. Now that I've let this dry, I'm going to put these pieces on here. So it worked better if I just had them all on one sheet, but I want them to fit on here nicely, so I cut them individually. So I'm going to put, because there's little cracks in here, I don't want to put the Mod Podge. See the Mod Podge there? I don't want to put it on the board. Or I want to put it on the piece of paper, right? So you don't want to put way too much, right? Because then it'll just kind of, if the paper gets too wet, it'll just, because it's not a laser jet, this is just an ink jet, it might smear the letters, and the paper will get all ruined because it's too wet. You just want to put enough coat on there so it's covered, and then it'll stick there. So I put a little guideline of where to start, right? So I can put all three pieces together. And then once I put it, you'll notice that the words come out properly. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. So I have it all glued down now. You want to try to, when you glue it down, make sure you get all the air bubbles out of there. My main thing is the letters, right? So you want to make sure that the letters are all sticking there as best as possible. If little specks come off the letters or the butterflies, it's not the end of the world. It makes it look kind of rustic and like the wear and tear, like on the paint. But like, these letters are so small that if they don't go and stay on, it's not going to work very well. That'll be very difficult to fix. So I'm going to let it sit overnight to make sure the glue's dried and on there. And then tomorrow I'll come back here and take the paper off. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so now it's the next day. I'm going to try to take this off now. So I kind of set up a little thing, just kind of so I can place this over top so you can see how I'm going to take off this paper. So I'm just going to grab a rag and a little bowl of water, tiny little thing. Now you don't want to get this too wet because then you'll come off, the ink will come off, right? Because it's an inkjet and not a laser jet. It's a little more sensitive. So you just want to get enough water on the rag so it's and then wring it out just enough to get the paper wet, and you'll be able to tell that when the paper is wet, it'll just, well, you'll be able to see. Seeing it. Just try not to get too wet. Just wet enough where. And I'll test it on a spot that doesn't have too much ink on it yet, right? So you want to kind of rub it off, right? And hope the paper comes off, right? I don't know if you can see. No, I'm not quite under the. You can see how the paper's kind of rubbing off here. It might not be wet enough. You gotta watch it. I want to make it wet enough, but I don't want to make it too wet. It's kind of fine line, right? You don't want it soaked, but you want it to be able to rub off, right? So that, oh, there you go. See, that's working better now. Okay, so you can see I'm trying not to rub it too much because you'll see some of the ink coming off, right, if you rub it too hard. So I want to be gentle here. So as you can see how much darker it is because the paper is coming off. I won't just show this whole thing, but I'll kind of do little bits at a time, and then I'll move on, just so you're not sitting here just watching me rub paper off for the next 10 minutes. So I'll come back after I've almost completed it. So the last step, use a polyurethane. I'm going to use, you want to use a water-based polyurethane. Dries crystal clear. You definitely want make sure like that. I guess it all depends on what gloss you want, right? You can do a high gloss, and so this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to do one coat, let her dry, and then I'll do a second coat, and then we'll be done. So I'll come back after I put the coat on here. All right. So now, as you can see, I want to see if I can. You see how clear it is. I'm trying to see. you can see kind of the glare there, but looking now is see how it's kind of darker now. Sure, like that spot, there's a couple spots that are kind of not as dark, but it kind of gives it that worn out a little bit look. You get a little bit there on a couple of the letters. I think it's better that if you're going to have a little bit of wear, you have it on a bunch of the letters instead of just one letter. So I think it looks good. I got 2 coats on it here. And then I'm going to figure out what string works best. You know, I got this string here, or this string here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Once this dries, as I just put the second coat on, once this dries, I'll kind of take a look at what looks better on both strings, really. So, like, it's kind of a mixture. Like, this is a little more darker with the white or the light. I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide. When you're looking at it, you almost want the darker, but this is kind of like that rough with almost like straw kind of twine, and then but this is kind of softer. Oh, it's not focusing, but it's got a little bit of the, oh my god, it's not focusing in here. Got a little bit of the like hairs sticking out as well. So I don't know. Probably leaning towards the lighter one. I don't think it really matters at this point. It's over the string. I'm just glad the other stuff turned out. So I'll be back with a final product. Okay, so here's the final product. Put a little string here around, just tie it in a knot, and then I put a little string there, and I kind of put a little bit of glue on the knot there so it doesn't come undone. Slide and smash to the floor. Doesn't matter if it's smashed to the floor. This is one piece of wood, so it should not shatter even if it hit the floor. But that's how it turned out. I think it turned out pretty good. The words look pretty center there, and this one here is tiny bit off, but I think the crackle looks pretty good. Seems pretty natural. It's not all over the place, and some of them are big cracks and some are little cracks. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video, and we'll talk to you later.